Jeez, Chills on the beat.
What's up, man?
It's been a while. You've been here fucking 11 years ago.
Yep.
Shout out to my boy Exclusive. You know what's crazy? Crazy story. He's actually supposed to be my co-host on this show. Me, Gutsy, and Exclusives, yeah.
Say a word.
He was in our first few episodes, and then he drinks too much, so we had to cut him off. But that's still my dog. That's still my brother.
Yeah, shout out to Exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the first guy to give me an interview. You feel me? So shout out to that guy, and he always showed me love. You know what I mean? And yeah, 11 years ago, I did an interview here, 2014, and you know, like it just brings me back memories. But it looks different now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Appreciate being back here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Appreciate you and your platform.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Shout out to Gutsy too.
Yeah.
You know
He
what I
wanted to
mean?
be here, but you know he has duties, so he has to,
So,
do his
yeah, I
thuggy.
understand. You know what I mean?
But how has life been since you've been last here? 11 years. What has been going on? What has the public been missing? What you been going through?
Wow, good question. Good question. You know, a lot has happened since I've been here. You feel me? When I came here, I was rapping more.
Yeah.
I was on my artist stuff. You know what I'm saying? Dropping mixtapes, albums. I wasn't really producing. I was producing, but I wasn't like putting that like as my first thing. I was a rapper first. So even when I came here, I was promoting my album. You know what I mean? Now I'm back to production and just full up production and doing management, artist development, and a lot has happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a father now. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting married soon. You know what I mean?
Congrats.
So, you know, I'm just growing up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just a lot of family, you know, issues have happened. You know, my dad passed away. You feel me? Like 2 years ago, but
Sorry to hear that.
I'm still here. You know, just grinding. You know what I'm saying? Keeping that name up. You know what I mean? So a lot has happened that 11 years. A lot. Like, I can't even really like start and tell you. But honestly, like, when I really think about it, I'm actually, you know, proud of myself to see the growth I've had since the 11th year, you know, because a lot of people who were doing music back then, they're not really doing music now. You feel me?
Facts.
Like, a lot.
Yeah.
Especially producers, you know what I'm saying? So to be still in this game and doing my thing, you know what I mean? I'm just, you know, I pat myself in the back with that. You know what I
That's
mean?
facts. That's facts.
Definitely.
So many questions I want to ask. Okay, so you started off as a rapper, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Or you started off as a producer?
It was like both of them the same. I was like young, like 16.
Okay.
So when I was rapping, I realized you had to have beats, you know what I'm saying? So my boys were telling me, you don't own those beats. You can download them, but you don't own them, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, why not just make my own? You feel me? And I remember when I, like, at high school, when I first seen FL Studio, one of my boys was a producer, and I seen it, I was like, wow, I was in love. I thought I seen like a PlayStation or something. You know what I mean? So from then I knew like I was gonna be a producer. So I was both from like 16 to like 20. And then when I was 20, I became a full producer. So I got signed to Certify, you know what I mean? Billy signed me, discovered me, put me on. And then he seen me, I showed him like I can rap. I showed him like my old videos. He seen that, he's like, yo, you should start rapping too. And then he signed me again as an artist. And then that's when, from like 22 till like I was like 30, I was like a rapper, full rapper. You know what I mean? Still making beats and producing.
Yeah.
But like I was like more on my rap shit. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like being a rapper and producer makes you a full, like a actual musician? Like, you know, like you have the advantage that many doesn't, like a Kanye West,
Yeah.
like a Timberland, like a Swiss Beats. These guys are artists / producers.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have now become the true artist?
Yeah, I do. Because we literally started from scratch. You know what I mean? Like from zero. And we brainstorm it. And we create the music. And we can create the lyrics. And the delivery and all that stuff, the cadence and stuff. So, yeah, I think we do have. I remember when I was like full on rap and producing, I felt like I had the advantage. If you bring me in the studio, I felt like a monster. You know what I'm saying? I can do both. I can produce, engineer, rap, perform, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely do think that there's a little advantage. But a lot of producers and rappers who do both can't really rap. You know what I mean? Like Swiss Beatz wasn't really a great rapper, but I think he dropped an album or, you know, there's only one Kanye West. There's not a lot of great guys who do both. You know what I mean?
There's if they're great, they're like
They're not-
beyond great.
They're great at one thing though.
No, I think
Tell
you're
me.
missing Prince.
Okay.
Prince is beyond amazing.
Prince. I thought you talking about rappers. You talking about all
You're
artists?
fam.
And-
You're not just a rapper no more.
Yeah,
like
you're right.
once you make
You
your
do
own
both,
beats
you're-
and
you're-
you do
you're
like
an artist.
your own music, you're a musician now.
You're a musician.
So you're in that tier.
Yeah,
Forget about
well,
just being a
if
rapper.
you put it in that sense, then definitely. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you're God
because
tier, my nigga.
R. Kelly, I know that people don't want to talk about him, but like,
But we have to.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
he was a producer and a writer and a singer performer.
Yes.
So yeah, people like that, we're geniuses. I can't lie. You know what I mean?
100% God
100%.
tier.
God tier. for sure.
Kanye, Kelly, Prince, Michael,
Yep.
Quincy. No, Quincy wasn't an artist.
Quincy was more.
He was more a beat
He did
producer.
drop albums, but he wasn't like performing.
He wasn't
on
performing.
the
Yeah,
albums.
I would say Timberland, Missy
Yeah.
Elliott,
Pharrell.
Pharrell. Holy
what I'm
crow!
saying?
Like the whole nerd, like
This
Neptunes.
is a big, yeah. Jermaine Dupri was
Jermaine-
pretty dope,
Bro.
You know what I mean?
What are we talking about here?
And those are the guys who I looked up to and who I wanted to be when I was young.
Yeah.
That made me want to do both, for sure.
Was there any other awkward influence besides like the regulars? Like, what would be an awkward influence? Like, with someone I look at you and be like, and you say, "Hey, you know, I was inspired by," and I'm like, "What the fuck, for real?"
Awkward influence. What's his name? Maximilian. I forgot his name. The guy who used to do beats for Britney Spears. He produces for The Weeknd, all the new Weeknd, all the pop stars, you know, stuff
Yeah.
like that. I think people don't know I love him. He's a white guy.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name now, but Ronnie Jerkins.
He's goated.
Yeah,
He's
I love
super
him.
goated.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Those are guys who I love.
I told
those
Jimmy
are-
Jams he's a toaster. So
Those are my favorite
disrespectful.
producers of probably all time, to be honest with you. Who else? I'm trying to think, because there's a lot. Like Lex Luger, Southside.
Yeah.
you
Oh
know,
my God, Southside especially.
Zaytoven.
Oh yeah,
You know,
legend.
Murder Beats, Wonder Girl.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
them.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I'm a fan. I'm always gonna be a fan first, because that's the reason why I do it.
Yeah.
Because I was a fan. So there's a lot of producers that people don't know that I'm a fan of. You know, JoJo made it, who just made the Dogger Rhythm. I'm a fan of him now.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just love music.
Yeah.
If it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Cash Cobain. So it's not really awkward. It's just if it's dope, it's dope.
That's facts.
And I'll be a fan of it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, it's your boy Vegas. Gutsy's taking a break right now. He's on vacation. I am here with honestly God tier musician. Anybody that makes beats, writes, raps, engineers, do all that shit like me, you God tier. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for every goat, there's a God. And I want to present to you my boy Chillios, aka Chills on the Beat.
Appreciate it, brother.
What is going on, family?
Shows on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Chillios. You know what I'm
How,
saying?
first off, we start off with a mental health check. How has your mental health been in the past few days, few weeks, few months?
You know what? I'm one of God's strongest soldiers. So to be honest with you, like I've had my down days, and it's life is life. You feel me? It is. But me as a father, I have to feel positive. You know what I mean? I have a young daughter, so I don't want her to know that this life is going to be crazy. So if she sees her dad being down all day and stuff, being mopey, you know, it's just not going to be good for her. So I try to like do as the best as I can to cheer up. And whatever I'm going through, I got to understand, you know what? I woke up today, I still got my 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, nose, everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm healthy. Pray. Me and my family, we pray. We just pray for our family to be healthy. And, you know, I just understand that this is just life. Certain things is out of my control. And I can't just be sitting down being mopey all day. I got to understand that when I was young, my mom, she never showed me no pain. I never seen her sick a day in my life. And we were going through so much. We were broke. We got evicted and all that stuff. And I never realized it until I was older. And that's because she didn't want to show me that this life is hard. You're a kid, be a kid. So me, I just try to be as positive as I can. We all go through shit, you know what I'm saying? But I just try to be as strong as I can. So I believe I have to be strong because my family needs me. You know what I mean? If I'm down, then a lot of people are going to be down too. I'm the oldest of my family. I have two siblings, my brother and my sister. So they look up to me. Everything I do, they're watching me. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm down, they're gonna be like, fuck, what am I gonna do? You know what I mean? So I try to be as up as I can. Of course we go through shit, but I just try to be as strong as I can, to be honest with you. So right now I'm in a positive, state in my life, and I just pray that just it stays like that. But I understand life is life. There's certain things I can control and certain things I can't.
That's facts. How was that call when got the hey baby, I'm pregnant? Like, how was that call? Like, how did you feel? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always want to go back to those moments because those moments are so special. People don't realize how it feels to hear, hey, I'm pregnant, especially if you're a couple that has been trying. Or if you were like, hey, I want to have a baby, let's try. And you get the call like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How was that call for you?
That's a good question, man. I never really thought of that. At the time, I was like in disbelief, like, because I felt like I was smoking so much and drinking so much, and I wasn't taking care of myself like that. That I was shocked. I'm like, wow, it's happening. You know what I mean? Because there's been so many opportunities where it could have happened and nothing happened. So I really thought if I wanted to have a baby, I'd really have to force it and try to make it happen and actually, you know what I mean, do it. But no, it didn't happen like that. It just happened. So at first I was like, wow, it's really happened. And then like a day later, I was like, wow, I'm actually going to be a dad. You know what I mean? So from then, I just felt more better and better and better and happy and more manly about it. And yeah, I was ready. I was like 30 already. So wasn't if I was like 18, 19, oh my God, who knows? You know what I mean? But I've already gone through a lot of things in my life. So I was pretty much ready and I was pretty excited, to be honest with you.
Do you feel it was an advantage to have a child at 30 as opposed to 19 or 18? Because I had my first child at 19. I wasn't ready. I'll be dead ass serious. I wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? I kept on having children and I wasn't ready either. So, I mean, now with you at such a more mature age, do you feel like that was an advantage and a benefit to the relationship you're in now?
Yeah, but there's also pros and cons because like financially and everything, like I was ready. You know what I'm saying? I already had my own place. I already know how to, live on my own and do this, do that. But like I also feel like, when you do have a kid when you're young, you get to kind of grow up with them. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty dope too. Like you can do TikTok dances with them and do all this stuff. They can have phones and they can be in your, like I have like rappers who are like my age and they have like kids who are like 14, 13 and they can have their kid doing this 30 and then I'm like, wow, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, I feel like it's pretty, dope. I wish I could like, when I'm 45, my daughter's probably going to be like 15. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a little different, but other than that, it's pros and cons and everything. You're just not going to be ready when you're 19, 18, but if you love your child, you're going to get ready. Yeah. Because who's really ready? When I said, when you first told me, when I first heard the news, I was in disbelief. I wasn't like ready like that, but I just got ready because I'm like, you know what? I'm a man now, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't think anybody who's really, really ready on their first child, especially a man, unless they really wanted it that time. So it doesn't really matter. If you love them, you're going to get ready and you're going to be there for your child. You know what I'm saying? If you really, want to stand on business anyway.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
You also did mention that you guys are heading to the altar. You guys are getting married. First of all, fucking congratulations for stepping up to the bat. I want to get married one day. You know what I'm saying? I want to get married for the fucking party and the free drinks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
got to.
But like,
got to.
You obviously, you're marrying your child's mother. What was the decision to be like, okay, we have baby, it's time to tie the knot? Who even brought it? How did you propose? Like, I want to know spill the tea.
I think me and her, we kind of talked about it, like even before she got pregnant. So like we already kind of talked about it and said like, we gonna be with each other for life. You know what I'm saying? She's a real one. She's held me down like no other. You know what I'm saying? Only person that's held me down like her is my mom. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we kind of already knew like we were gonna do this. It was more about when the baby came. So we kind of had to put a pause on that. And then once the baby came and stuff like that, we went to Jamaica and she didn't know I was gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I got the ring, diamond ring and everything. Yeah. And then she was just like standing, and then I was right behind her. She turned around. She just see me on the floor and kneeling down, and I asked her to marry me. And then boom, there you go. You know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
so
And
sweet.
Jamaica, you know what I'm saying? For
Oh
her
my
birthday
God.
too. So
Oh,
yeah.
you're a gold, fam.
Yeah. I wanted to do more things, but you know,
Yeah.
I was kind of nervous too. I'm like, so I ain't
You're
gonna lie.
nervous?
Now, yeah, of course, that was like the biggest, like one of my biggest moments in my life to ask somebody that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I was nervous, but you know, I am happy I did it.
That is blessed, man. That is
Definitely.
blessed. Honestly, I'm so happy for you, bro.
Appreciate it.
I definitely gonna. I hope to get married soon. Once the
got
money
to,
is
man.
settled and shit. Once
Got to.
you know
I
what I'm
grew up
saying.
in the church, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
like, you know, my mom brought me in the church a lot. So
Yeah.
she always, you know, taught us like you have to get married. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
God, you got to think about the afterlife. Whatever you do here really matters. You feel me? So you can't just be out here doing what I had my fun. You feel me? Trust me, I was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know,
Yeah.
you got to think about, you know, how long you're gonna be here and what you're gonna do in this life that's gonna impact you, the people you left here and the people that love you, and you know that's what's gonna affect. That's what's gonna make your, you know what I'm saying, your judgment day after this life. And I always think about that. I always think about what am I doing here that's gonna at least be, you know, I could tell, like I'm not perfect, but I could tell God, like, listen, I tried. You feel me? I'm not a perfect guy. I do this, I smoke, I drink, whatever. But you see me, I try to do certain things that I was taught as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Nah, you're right. We all got to try.
you gotta try.
I feel like though, and we're gonna go jump into music.
Yeah,
What we're trying in the city, I think we're trying and failing. As you know, the scene from 2014 to now is totally different.
oh yeah.
In your opinion, what the hell happened to the Toronto music scene? Are you even happy with it? Are you not happy with it? What are the changes you noticed? Like, let me know. Break it down, especially from and you can give us both views, artist and producer views. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck happened?
Well, okay. I think I've done a lot of homework on this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've tried to figure it out myself. You know, so I just look at it in my life. I can't speak for anybody else. So whatever I see is whatever I'm gonna speak. You know what I'm saying? So when I started doing music professionally, it was like 2011. When 2011, you actually had to be dope to even get a name out there. There was no Six Bus. There was no you guys. There was none of this podcast. There's no TikTok, no Instagram. There was only Twitter and Facebook and TorontoRappers.com for, you know, and I think Face Films, they might have got their videos deleted, but you know, but certain, you know what I'm saying? Like there was only that much bloggers. So to get your name out, you actually have to be dope. You have to actually have, like, if you're gonna rap, have bars. Even if you're like a grungy rapper, you still gotta be dope. If you're gonna be a producer, you definitely gotta be dope. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I see the difference right now. Now it's more about clout. You know what I'm saying? So 2011, boom. That's when I started, and I started seeing like you gotta be dope to make a name. And you had Drake. You know what I'm saying? Tory Lanez is on the come up. I don't think the Weeknd was there too. So now around 2014, Instagram comes out. You know what I mean? Now you can use the Instagram, but we're not really that good with it yet. Especially Instagram. They didn't even have videos or live. You can have 15-second videos. So that's the way you promoted your music. So it was kind of hard, you know what I mean? And the people who made it was like Tory Lanez, but he had to go there. He didn't make it here. You had to go there. 2016 came. That's when Robin Banks, Pressa, all these other rappers started, even 2015, started blowing up. You didn't have to go there no more. That's what the difference was. We're like, wow, we actually can make numbers. And because back then when I was rapping, if you get 200,000 views, that's big. These guys are getting millions. You know what I'm saying? But the first person I think was doing it was like, the first person I seen get 1 million was probably Casper and Bugs and one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? So once that started happening, everybody started tuning into the Toronto scene. You feel me? But the music was pretty good, but everybody also wanted the fuckery. Once the fuckery happens, you get locked up, people go to get killed. So once all that happens, that's why it's not good no more, because all the guys who are good are either locked up or killed, you know? And then when the Smoke Dog beef happened, a lot of different sides, you know, Driftwood, Regen and shit like that, it made people choose sides and shit. So the scene just went down because it went too real. And that's just what you get when you have gangster shit and gangster music and real life shit happening with the music. You know what I'm saying? But back in my days, the gangsters were just being gangsters. They weren't really rapping. The rappers are rappers. And if they were rapping, they ain't telling you what they're gonna do or what they did or smoking on this. That's the difference too. It just became too real.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the cameras, seeing people get killed on camera, too real. We didn't see that back in my days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never seen no rapper get killed in 2011. Never. You know, not on camera. So
Yeah.
I think it became about real life and not about the art. And we need to bring it back to the art. Because if we bring it back to the art and then we use these platforms like what you guys have and TikTok and all these other outlets, we can actually have our own industry. Because Canadian artists have been dominating the music industry for the last 10 years. Drake, Weeknd, Tory Lanez, you know what I'm saying? We have the talent. We just don't have the structure and we don't have the industry. We out here relying on Americans to like us, and look at them. They're saying they're not like us. They're not like us. They don't fuck with us. So let's just do our own thing and understand we just got to focus on the art and understand we have talent here and focus on the art and make content. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the difference I see.
Hold on. Boss man. He's vacuuming? Okay. Yeah. Do you feel like Toronto experienced the first musical crash outs? Because now that you mention it, I didn't really notice like a Toronto crash out as fucking dire as Toronto. Not even Chicago, not even New York like that. Like niggas was like passing. But I feel like maybe it resonated more that we're in the city. But I feel like a lot of people like on the come up got crazy. Like you said, the real was just real.
I think Toronto, our main rappers or our main underground rappers, like we're the only city like our rappers really took a hit. You know, like Chicago, yeah, you could say that, but not really. Like not really. Like it was more like the guys around them. Like Chief Keef is still here. You know, yeah, King Von, whatever. But there's certain rappers who are still there. You know what I'm saying? G Herbo. Us, our main rappers are gone or in the bin. Doovie, you know what I mean? Pangs. A lot of these guys who made hits are not here. So now there's not that much new rappers. You know, there's a couple, but they're not really taking it serious to me. You feel me? Like they gotta understand, like, look how the other ones did it. Like they built a brand off it. They're not just making a song and dissing the ops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Build a brand off your music. Build an be an artist. Be Doofy. Be who you are. Don't just be YX or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to make it off clout now. They're just trying to diss the ops and that's it. When it's like, nah, you actually dope. Why don't you actually take this serious? You feel me? And another thing I think we need to get back to is I think artists need to get back to like, you know, finding that producer. You know, that's one thing like we don't have no more. Back in my days, they really took care of the producer, and that's why I still have a name now. Because every time a nigga dropped a song, it said produced by Chillios on the beat. You feel me? They show love. Now I don't even know who made these guys beats. It's like they're not even showing love. They're just getting the beat off YouTube, whatever. But they're not even reaching out to the producer. So we gotta show more love. But I also have to give it to the producer too. You gotta stand on your ground more and be more, you know, I don't know what the word is. You gotta be more like, you know, like have value on your work. You know what I'm saying? Don't just give your work out like that too. Like tag your beats like crazy and make them holler at you. You feel me? Because we need to get back to that artist and producer relationship. You know what I'm saying? I think if we have that, the music will get better.
So you don't wrong the situation where Plaque Boy Max and DDG song got taken down because the producer wanted super he wanted like 50 bands or something crazy.
I think the producer could have done a better job though.
Okay.
Because like if you do the math, he's not gonna make 400,000 on that song, especially that fast. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's also the producer too. These guys gotta understand. Stop being so money hungry.
Yeah.
Think about getting your catalog out there first, because especially now, people are not buying records like that. So you need a lot of streams to even make the money. The artist does.
Yeah.
So get your catalog up, and then it's gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have done that. Hell no. If they made all that money in streams, I would just tell them, listen, yo, can you guys keep tagging me, show love to me, try to build a relationship with them, then I can produce for them even more. And then now I can be in their next album or whatever. But if I'm thinking, oh, yo, pay me all that right now, blah, 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 they're not going to want to work with me no more. And I just scare them away off one song.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
What made you decide to transition from rapper to producer? I know you said that when you became a producer, you got your deal, and then when you got a rapper, the guy that signed you heard you rap, you got rapped again. But what was it that was like, you know what, fuck rap right now, I'm going to produce? Like, what was the decision?
I think when the pandemic came, it really like hit me because like I had a whole album planned and I was gonna go to LA. I had a new management that was helping me. She was also managing P&B Rock at the time. Yeah, so she was really helping me. And the pandemic came and it really made everything dry. So it kind of really messed up my groove, and I kind of lost like a passion for rap, to be honest with you. You know, because if I can't really like, if I'm not rapping all the time and making songs all the time, I'm not myself. And I'm also like I'm a performing artist. I love to perform and be on stage. So when the pandemic came, there was none of that for like almost 2 years. So my drive was just gone, and then, you know, becoming a father and all that stuff. And then I was also thinking about the music I'm going to present to when I'm a father. I don't want the same music I was doing. So I was like, you know what? I'm still a dope producer. Let me just get back to that. Let me go back on the keyboard to see if I still got something there. And I just got the same drive I got back in 2011. I just fell in love with being a producer again. So now I just want to be behind the scenes, and I want to help these artists. I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
I always loved, because I've helped a lot of artists before. You feel me? I've had my own label, you know what I'm saying, my own studio. So I've always helped artists. I've always put artists on and stuff like that. So I said, let me just do that 100% and not be on stage no more.
Name drop. So who are some of the artists that you worked with? I need to know.
Like produce for or like put
both,
on?
Both. Put on, produce for. Give me some names, bro. I know
I'll
you
just say
mentioned TK. That was your cameraman, and you helped him, developed him, get into working with Blacka and all these other things. So shout out to TK. So I see. Who else?
You said Blacka. Blacka. I learned a lot from Blacka. Cousin Charlie.
Cousin Charlie. Wow. Have you spoken to him recently? How is he?
I haven't spoken to him in the last 2 months.
Okay.
But he's my brother. We lock in all the time.
I remember
learned a lot
him.
from him.
Yeah, he was
I learned
dope.
a lot from him. And
He's the one that helped Honey Cocaine out.
Yep. You 100% in. I can vouch for that. I was right there.
You were right there.
I was right there.
And you were in the same with Honey Cocaine.
Yeah, the same label, everything.
Holy crow!
Yep, I was there. So Charlie was the guy there. He was our star player.
Okay.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying? He was the one feeding the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He used to like go out and sell CDs and even bring the money back and share it with the team. Real shit. We were starving and he used to help us and shit like that. Wow. But I learned a lot from him. Like he was like him and Blocka. Like I used to see them. Like they transform. Like when they're chilling and then it's time to go to perform, they get in their zone. And
right.
I was like, first I was like, wow, these guys are really. They talking to themselves, but no, they're just in the zone. And I just learned that little thing, and I carried that with me. And I just learned a lot from Charlie too. Like he talks about business, about the music game. He also helped Boondog and Pressa, and they said in the interviews that Charlie was the guy who told them how to start this music thing. Real talk.
Wow,
you can even go on Charlie's Instagram. You can see Pressa when he was a young guy in the studio. You know what I'm saying? So Charlie is one of those guys who helped me. I produced for him back in the days. They're the ones who put me on. Him, Blocka, and Billy.
Wow, shout out to fucking Cousin Charlie, bro.
Cousin Charlie's that
If you
guy,
see
man.
this, I need you to come in, brother. We
That's
need to tell your
must.
story, bro. Because, you are a legend out here still.
He's a legend.
Super
real,
legend.
For real.
Who else we got?
Like who I produce for?
Yeah, sure.
Big Money.
Wow, Big Money. It's funny you say Big Money. We have an interview with him and the audio was fucked. We didn't put it out. Yeah, but I'm hoping to get him in this year, bro. Big Money's dope people,
doing
bro.
His thing. Easyano.
That's my dog. I used to work with him in the dungeon.
Oh, word.
Yeah, Easyano. Yeah.
Easyano was that nigga back
Yeah. He's sick.
Yeah, so I work with him. All the niggas back then, like even like some records didn't come out, but I was like, we were working like Pyrex, Young Dubs. I have a song with him.
No way.
RP Young Dubs.
Rest in peace.
Rima Major.
Oh wow, Rima too.
Yeah, Rima Major back in the days. Tory Lanez and Blocker have a song produced by me.
Nice.
Yep. Who else? Jason Pax.
That's my dog.
Yeah,
Yeah, I need to
Shorty
get him
Raw.
in too.
Yep.
Shorty Raw.
Yep, Shorty
She's
Raw.
coming out with some new shit now.
Yep. She's dope.
Yeah.
I worked with her back in the days. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
No,
We have a
Shorty.
couple
Me too.
songs.
Me too. She was right here. We worked with her right over there. She's dope.
Yeah.
She's dope.
And a lot of people back then, you know what I'm saying? Like even like I was even working with Soulja Boy at one time, but he never dropped the song. You feel me?
You really?
Yeah.
Were you signed to his label too?
No. He never he just hollered me for beats. That's it.
Okay.
So I gave him a couple of beats and then he sent me something, but it was like a rough or whatever, and he never talked to me ever again. So
But that's enough. I mean, if you still have it.
yeah, I still have it in my email.
For real?
Yeah.
I gotta put it out. Or I gotta hear it.
I don't know how business is, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'll play it for you one day. It's in my hard drive.
All right, one day.
Yeah, I got you. But
That's dope, bro.
who else? Danny Fernandez, I was just working with him.
Nice.
Yeah. Scylla, of course, Michelle Osei.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those
Michelle
are the new-
Osei. She does Afro beats too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm working with her. We have like a few joints that just came out like the last 2 years. She's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Good kid.
Yeah. And yeah, that's about Wizard. I'm working with him.
Oh, freaking, he goes by
Afrobeats.
something else.
He used to go by Skrilla God.
Skrilla. That's my dog too.
I know from time
Shout out
though.
Skrilla.
We actually from the same hood. Like we used
Oh,
to,
yeah?
Yeah, like he moved. He used to live in Parkdale
Okay.
back in the days in the 2000s. So that's how I
Okay.
actually know him. And then
Okay.
he moved to Jane.
Okay. So it makes sense. So
we
you know, like,
always been locked in from time. Big Money, I grew up with Big Money. We're from the same hood. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
So Parkdale. So who was from Parkdale that I used to work with? Freaking.
there's a lot of niggas from Parkdale, you know, doing their thing. You know, we're kind of slept on, but Parkdale to me was like the best hood in the 2000s. You know what I'm
Yeah?
saying? Oh yeah, because we had the Caravana right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, CNE Ontario Place, hoop it
Yeah.
up right there.
Yeah.
So we were always in a good mood. You
Yeah.
feel me? So and we were always dressing fresh and just having like a fresh competition.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? We always had that swag.
Yeah.
And we still do. You know, if you see the niggas who are doing their music now, they still carry that Parkdale swag. You feel me?
There's a guy that I think Sriracha's guy. I forgot his name, but he always has no shirt on.
G-Body.
G-Body. Oh, I need to see more G-Body for 2025 because
G-Body,
he's sick.
He's
fam.
he's like the hardest one out of that Parkdale right now.
He's the guy right now.
I worked with him back in the days too. He used
No
to come to my
way.
house a long time ago when we were in Parkdale.
I think Sonny's from Parkdale too. No, Sonny Visual, the director.
Yeah, he's from Parkdale.
That's my guy too. Oh, look at Parkdale.
Yeah, Parkdale
PK Herc, shout out, stand up, PK.
Facts.
Yo, Parkdale's dope. There's a guy I used to work with, actually, Young Ebenezer, old from back in the day. He used
Young
to,
Ebenezer?
yeah, Young Ebenezer. He used to chill with HOK.
Okay, yeah.
Now I don't know if I should put that clip in right now, but
Yeah,
I'm just telling you. I'm saying maybe I'm gonna have to expungate that part. But yeah, no, but HOK, they were good people. They're good to me
They're dropping
back in the day.
bangers back then. For sure.
Yeah, because that's that Easiano's whole clique.
Yep.
Fam, that's what I'm saying. The music was so different back
So
then,
different, bro.
and it was still real,
It was.
but it was like it was just
It was
good.
It was hood, you know?
It-
And
yeah.
it wasn't too disrespectful.
No,
you know? It was just
no.
Gangster shit.
Yeah,
Gangster shit, you feel me? So we need to bring it back to that. Like, yo, still do your gangster shit, but we shouldn't be awkward to play certain songs, you know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be scared to play certain songs.
That's facts,
You know what I
man.
mean? Like, but that's not us. Let Chicago do that. That's them.
Exactly.
That's not us. You feel me?
What do you feel the city needs to do then to get back in a better place? I know you said they need to go back to artists working with producers.
Mm-hmm.
What about for the infrastructure's sake? Like, what would you ask the prime minister or the premier or the mayor? What would you ask them to do for the music industry in the city or even in Canada?
I would ask them to help fund more shows, fund more platforms like this. You know what I mean? Fund more stuff like that to give us a platform, because we don't have a lot of platforms where we can, you know, present our music. It's always the same platforms that we have, Six Buzz and stuff like that. So I say, like, stop being so hard on the grants too. You know what I mean? Like, the grants are, because they give grants to like a lot of people, but when it comes to the Black community, they're really kind of stingy on that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think they should just understand, like, look at the criteria. If they're dropping music and they have a certain catalog, say okay to that. Give them a 5K, 10K grant. You know what I mean? So I think they should just, fund more on more platforms. And I think everybody else should also think like, not everybody's a rapper. We need to have more managers, producers, directors, PRs, A&Rs. So everybody needs to understand, to make one record, it takes a whole team. You know what I'm saying? So look at other things you can do to be. You can be a superstar in management. You can be a superstar in producing. You can be a superstar in that field. It don't only have to be rapping or singing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody needs to know that in Toronto. Because I think and they think that you only have to make it one way, just being an artist or rapper. It's like, no. Back in my days, there were superstar A&Rs and all that stuff, PRs and stuff like that. They were. I can name you a couple, you feel me? And audio engineers, producers. But now it's all about who's the most disrespectful rapper. It's not about who's the best rapper.
That's facts.
Who's the most disrespectful rapper. So it gotta get back to the art. All starts with the art. Because once you have the content and the art, the government can help. But if you don't have it, they're not really gonna help. They're just gonna go to the next, genre.
That's facts. That's so fucking true.
It's true.
Yeah. Let's play a little game. In my opinion, the Toronto rap scene, and I one day I'm gonna break down the history, but the Toronto rap scene is broken down in eras, right? Just like anything, just like sports, just like TV, The Toronto rap scene is broken up in era. I want to hear your top 3, and you can pass the era if you don't want to speak about the era. Top 3 artists from the Foundation era. That's like fucking Maestro Fresh West, Dream Warriors, like those kind of guys. Like, do you have like your top 3 in that era?
That era, I don't. I only know Maestro Fresh, and you know what? I can probably say, what's that one from Flemo? Fuck.
JB?
Yeah. Are they in that era?
He's not in that era.
They're not in that era? Okay.
He's not in that era.
That's the closest I can. Around there is about the most I know.
Okay, so let's go to the next era then. So we passed the Foundation era. I want to call this the Uprising era. All right? The top 3 artists in the Uprising era. We're talking about, like you said, JB. We're talking about Smugglers, Ghetto Concept. We're talking about Cardinal. We're talking about Daniel. We're talking about Solitaire, Socrates. We're talking about Chocolate, Julie Black, like all that. That's the rising, the uprising.
So that top 3 for that?
Top 3 in that era.
Okay. Jellystone. He's in that era, right?
He's in that era, yeah.
Yeah, fuck with him. Gotta give it to Cardinal. 2 right there for sure. And is JB in that era?
Yes, he is.
I'm gonna give it to JB.
Nice. I was like, shout out to JB, man. Real nigga.
He was a guy.
Yeah.
He was a guy.
What you need? Tell me what you need, fam. That when I heard that song, that shit give me chills and shit, because that shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. After that, it was the new wave era, I would say. That era is like Drake. We're talking about Bishop. We're talking about Lou Breeze. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like those kind of guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who's your top 3 in that era?
Okay, let me think who I was bumping heavy. Heartless G. That's in that era, right?
I would not put him in that era.
Really?
I'd put him in the era after that. The underground.
You said Lou Breeze.
Lou Breeze, yeah, but Lou Breeze and like those.
And Drake. Heartless G came out before that.
Yeah, but like, it's hard to explain. Okay, like, Drake is from that era where like
you're talking about 2000. Okay, I know you're talking about.
You know what I mean? That
room for improvement.
Yeah, that era, like you know what I'm saying, where him and like Aristo and all those guys would, you know what I'm saying, like you know what I'm saying, even C4 and Mayhem Moriarty, those guys are in that era. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I would say, is Camouflage in that era?
I wouldn't put him in that era.
I wouldn't put him there.
No. I could though, but I could because it's like Khalifa
C4,
and Camouflage.
C4.
Okay.
Trying to think. Yeah, tell me some more names.
From that era, fuck.
Yeah, Mayhem. Mayhem was a guy.
Okay, that's
You
2.
gotta put Mayhem still. That's why I would have put Heartless, but you said he's not in that era, so
Like he's kind of in that era, but I would put him in the next era that I'm gonna mention.
okay, that's fine. But Socrates, he's in that era.
Socrates was in the era before.
Oh,
that,
before
bro.
that. Okay. You're right. See, I'm getting the eras mixed up. Throw me some names so I can remember who was in that era, because I'm getting these eras.
Ken Masters.
Never heard of him.
You never heard Ken Masters? Okay. Like Bishop Brigante.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I fuck with Bishop because he's a battle rapper too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm actually in a movie with him, actually.
Really?
I'm only there for like 2 seconds.
What movie is that?
Hard. Billy's in the movie and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's on YouTube, I think.
Oh,
But I'm there.
shit.
It's in like region and Point Blank's in the movie and shit like that.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
missing that too. Missing movies and shit.
That too. It was like a 10-minute movie still.
Okay, short film.
Movie. But yeah, I
Okay.
put Bishop Brigante still. I think he's kind of a legend in the city, in my opinion.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
Like they want to shit on him, but he did a lot.
He did.
BT, 106 in Park.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
He
that's
crossed
legendary.
over, real
Yeah.
talk. He was facing, I think, Cicero.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
he
he's
did his
linked up
thing.
with Gangstar and fucking Sticky Fingers. Like, not a lot of niggas could do that shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
he
Like,
plugged in. Shout
and
out
then
to-
King of the
shout out
Dot.
to Bishop Brigante, man.
Shout him out.
King
And
of the Dot too. Shout out to Organic and all the niggas. You know what I'm saying? I've been there a couple of times. They gave me great hospitality. You feel me?
yeah,
Yeah,
nah, shout out those guys too.
for sure.
Okay, after that is like the underground energy era, like you know the G's, the H's, the JG's, Heartless, like just the grungy underground that people tend to fucking try to wipe out of history. They tend to wipe that part out of history, and I don't like it because we need
just
that
poured
part of
water on
history. I know. I see.
I don't give a fuck.
They tend to wipe that history, but I feel like without that history, you don't
It
really
wouldn't
get
be.
Tory properly. You don't really get Drake's energy. You know what I'm saying? You don't really get a certain, you know what I'm saying? Without that energy.
No, for sure.
But yeah, that's the end. Like, who's your top 3 in
Definitely
that?
Heartless G.
All right.
Another one, you probably not know him, but he was doing his thing before he got locked up. But he's my nigga too. Is Ammo. I don't know if you heard of Ammo.
Lamarski.
Yeah.
Free him up,
I'm
yes.
putting Ammo on that because I know what he could have been. Like he had star potential for sure. So I'm gonna just throw his name on that one.
Rest in peace, P80. He put me on
Yeah,
Lamarski.
RP80, that's my nigga too.
We
from
were
Maybach.
supposed to. He was trying to get me to do Lamarski's tape and shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't end
that
up.
guy was an incredible rapper, real talk. So
Yeah.
to me, I'm gonna put him because I knew what he could have done for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hardest G, Ammo. Who else is in that era? Trying to think. What year is that? That's like around 2007 and 8 and stuff, right?
Nah, after I would say 2010,
2010.
10, 11.
There's some guys from Flemo who are doing their thing. Chucky Guns. I don't know if
Yeah,
you're-
yeah. I
like
worked with Chucky.
Guns.
He's fucking sick.
He was sick back then.
Like,
I don't
yeah,
know if he's
fam.
still doing music, but
I don't think
when I-
so, but
back
yeah.
then he was that guy. So I'd put Chucky Guns.
Chucky was
Yeah,
nice.
guy represents somebody from like the East, kind of, you know.
Yeah, nah, Chucky was mad nice. Like
Nice.
I'd be in the
He had
studio.
that aura too, you feel me?
Yeah, and it was he was super authentic. Like I remember being in the studio with him, and it's just like this nigga's so good. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I wish they could just
That's what I'm
focus
saying.
on music, dog. Like
Yeah.
you feel me? Because he was nice
It's hard,
with
you know.
it.
Niggas come from the streets, you know
I
what
know,
I'm saying? So
I know.
it's kind of hard. I understand that.
Yeah.
You know, at least they weren't disrespecting their ops, or at least their dead ops. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they kept it straight art, and they rapped about what they're going through.
Yeah,
You know, but
that's
they're doing the
facts.
street shit on the street shit. So I gotta respect that. You feel me?
All right.
I don't really like when people are just dissing to death. You know,
Me neither.
but it is what it is.
Exactly.
Who am I to say anything?
The new Toronto era. We're talking about Bugs, Killy, Casper, Smoke Dog, Pressa. You know what I'm saying? Like YG, like you know what I mean? Like
So wait,
Who's the top
we kind
three?
of skipped an era though.
I don't think so. Where do we skip?
the Prime era. You don't remember Jimmy Prime and those guys?
I would put them in the new Toronto era.
You put them in Toronto?
Yeah, because
Okay.
the Prime era is technically around the same time, like all those other guys was blowing up and doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they're in that same.
You're right. You're right.
That around that same
2014,
time.
15.
Yeah, you know what I'm
okay,
saying?
Smoke Dogg.
You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
they were on the same.
See, my top 3 is different from somebody else's top 3.
That's fine. I want yours.
Okay. Well, mine, I'm gonna have to put Jimmy Prime. That's one. That's just one of my favorite artists in the city. Put Jimmy Prime. Now it gets a little tricky. I'll put Casper. Casper, he's consistent. You know what I'm saying? He always drops a hit every now and then, so I'll give him that. Now I don't know. Now I don't know because you only got 3, right? So. Who am I putting 3? Damn.
There's a lot of great talent in that time.
Yeah, there's a lot of great
Like
talent.
a lot.
And I don't want to be like unbiased. I want to be real. I'm just gonna have to say Pressa, man.
Pressa, right?
Yeah.
No, shout out
I'm
to
gonna have to say
Pressa.
Pressa.
Press
When
machine.
he dropped to be honest,
Yeah.
he had the streets on lock.
To be honest, if I'm watching, I see what you wanted. Like
Yeah,
that
that's
was
my-
music, though.
That was music.
Like
And
that
then
was like the last, like all that generation to me was the last of
The
real
last.
music.
Yeah.
Like really good
when mans
music.
were really trying to make dope songs and dope
Yeah,
video. I don't know what
yeah.
happened, to be honest with you. It came too real and too disrespectful.
Like you said, it just came too real.
Too real. You know what I mean?
And then the era that we're in, like the new gen era, the new gen era.
So this is rappers, right?
Anything,
Artists, rappers, or
anything. Yeah, it could be
This
rappers,
top
whatever.
3? Okay. I like Saf. He can rap. And he has a voice,
I don't
man.
like play for the Clippers. I don't know.
I really like that freestyle he did. I think it was Studio of Legends or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one though?
Which one? I don't know.
Outside or inside?
Inside, it was like the red background. And shit like that.
Okay.
He killed that.
He's
That's
good.
one of the best freestyle I've seen in the city. So I can't put anybody tied. I can't put like
You
two
can tie
tied.
that. Yes, I'll give you that. You can tie.
Okay. For this one, for 2, I'm putting the whole LTL. You know LTL?
Yeah, the Jamaican kid.
Yeah, putting them because I actually been in the studio with them.
Yeah, one down in them.
Yeah, so I heard their music and I know what's coming. You know, those guys are serious. They got better songs than Dagger Rhythm. Trust me.
I know. The one that they put out recently is actually better than that.
So I'm gonna put them, and I'm gonna put. Fuck, I had somebody in mind. This is hard. I'm gonna put. You know who I like? Quasi. So I'll put them tied with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, put them tied with Quasi.
Okay.
So
Quasi and LTL on the same.
yeah, and the same one.
Okay.
So for 3, who's really dropping right now? Can you name some people just so I can get my?
Smiley just dropped Budge.
You know what? Gotta put Smiley.
But I feel like Smiley should be in the previous era because that's when he started. So that's the only reason why I wouldn't put
And
Smiley.
I wouldn't put Smiley then. If you're gonna compare, yeah,
because he started.
because he's not
then.
my top 3 now. I'm not gonna lie to you. But,
Okay.
But it just he's still here. So, but if
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying-
true.
But if you're saying like the new people,
The new gen,
The new
yeah,
gen?
gotta be the new gen.
so Quasi and then LTL, okay.
Maybe who else is dropping? Sad Boy's dropping pretty consistently.
Sad Boy. Who else? See, the scene has definitely died down. I had somebody in my head, and now I just forgot about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why the seed is so like.
Am I really going?
Okay, there's like John Kabongo. There's the Thelonious. Like those are like rappers. Like I like those like rappers kids. Like
What about Toby?
Toby's dope,
Is
but
he-
again, Toby
is-
was rebranded because he
was.
was someone else before.
He was.
But I mean,
And he did battle rap Tory back in the day. So
right?
yeah,
so I mean,
we know from then.
but I mean, does a rebrand count though? I feel like a rebrand should count. I like a
so, too.
rebrand.
I think so too.
You switch it up. You're doing something new. You're kind of starting fresh. A rebrand.
You know what? I'm
does
gonna put Scylla. To be honest with you,
Ooh,
I'm gonna put Scylla.
that's dope.
Scylla, or if I could tie it again, I put Scylla and Michelle Osei. To be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm tying that one to be honest with you, because I see their talent. I know how hard they work.
Mm-hmm.
They do shows, and yeah, Scylla's on the radio. Michelle has been on the radio, so they're grinding and they're female, and you gotta put a female in there. You got it.
Yeah,
at least on one of these lists. So that's my top 3. Those 2 are tied. And so it's kind of a top 4, but
top 5.
Top 5.
It's
but
a top 5.
I couldn't choose 3 for that one.
That's dope. No, that's fine. A couple more things before we get out of here. How are you feeling the halftime show? Everybody's shitting on it.
Yeah.
But like, what's your opinion on the halftime show?
Okay, it's kind of complex, but I never really paid attention to Kendrick Lamar like that, not because he was not dope. I know he's dope. He just wasn't my cup of tea. I like guys who hop on like sick beats and stuff. And I'm not the biggest Drake fan either. You know what I mean? But I was really impressed with what Kendrick did last year to Drake. I did not see that coming. He did what he did. I didn't know he can hop on beats like that and make a hit. I did not know that. You feel me? And I like talent-wise and hip-hop-wise, what Kendrick is doing is incredible. I'm gonna keep it real. But unfortunately, I'm from Toronto. You feel me? And I'm riding with my city. So I was pissed, of course. I'm riding with the home team, and I have Drake's back. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't, because we have to understand, like, I've been to LA. They don't really rock with us like that. You know what I'm saying? There's not a big Toronto community out there. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to stop asking them to hold our hand and do us. You feel me? So to me, I have mixed reactions just because it hurt. Like, damn, Drake really lost like that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But as a artist and a producer and knowing as a fan of hip-hop, he did his thing. Can't lie to you. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Great performance. I don't think it's one of the best, but I think it's definitely great performance. It's war, art of war. This is what you got to do to take out your opponent, then I got to commend it. I wish Drake, I wish he did. There's a couple moves I wish he didn't do. You feel me? I wish he took it more, more battle tactic. Hey, Drake is Drake. He's the sixth god. But I'm with the home team, so fuck whatever he got going on, just because I'm from here. But as an artist, like, I know that's dope. I know what he got going on is dope, but I'm not going to bump it just because I'm from here. Because I know how it is in LA. Mm-hmm. They don't like us. That song, They Not Like Us, is for us. They is the whole Canada. You feel me? As much as we like LA or whatever, they don't like us. They don't like that Drake and all these guys, Tory Lanez and all these guys running the game. That's why Drake only has 5 Grammys and Kendrick has, 22? Are you serious? Drake? You feel me? Because the Grammys, they don't like that Canadian artists are running the game. The Weeknd had beef with the Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Now he's back with them because he's picking sides and he's fully with the Americans. He's not fucking with Drake. We hardly see The Weeknd in Toronto unless he's in the Rogers Center. But I know he's probably doing some things, you know what I'm saying? But we see Drake, and I'm not the biggest Drake fan. But at the end of the day, like, this is the sixth god. And I know how the Americans rock. They're not letting their king or their biggest artist lose against Canadians. So why are we letting Drake lose against them? Why are we picking their side and saying, oh, yeah, Kendrick killed Drake? No, I'm not admitting that. I'm going to be biased. You know what I'm saying? But from me to you, I know, like, yeah, he did kill him, but I'm home team all the time.
Yeah, we can honestly be honest with ourselves and be like, musically, you know what I'm saying? He killed him for sure. But, like, obviously, like, we're always going to be supportive of what Drake does, regardless.
Well, I've seen a lot of, I don't know, maybe it's my algorithm, but a lot of people on Kendrick's side that from Toronto, and it pisses me off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like, do you guys understand they don't like us? Look what Donald Trump is doing to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's some weird shit going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to start putting our big boy pants on and stop asking for the Americans to hold our hand.
I 100% believe that. And they were talking about, like, this 51st state shit, and I'm just like, at first I was for it, but then when I think about it, it's like, don't really want to lose my identity as a Canadian. And then, like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Now he's talking, now there was tariffs introduced, and I love that Canadians was like, yo, fam, you do this to us, fam, we're locking shit off, bro. Like, I don't care what you think. Like, we should buy Canadian. We should buy Canadian products. We should do that as Canadians. You know what I'm saying? Why do we have to continue spending money to exports and from this state and from that
now. Maybe
brand?
we gotta learn now.
I think
We
so.
gotta be big boys now and just stop relying on the Americans to do everything for us.
Yeah.
With music, with economy, all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Because at the end of the day, if we really want like fruits from the tropics and stuff, build relationships with. You have cultures that live here. Build the relationships with the cultures that actually live here and do business with them, instead of having to import your shit from the States. I know it might be cheaper, but at the end of the day, like, they're fucking bullying you.
yeah.
You and Mexico, like, y'all need to fucking wise up and just do trade amongst each other. Fuck the States and do, you know what I'm saying? Mexico has pretty much all the hot shit that these guys make, Mexico could make.
Yeah.
So if you really want to work with a proper fucking person, go work with
Go
Mexico.
with Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck the Americans right now, because that's how they're moving.
They're moving sick.
They're moving sick in all angles. You know what I'm saying? So
It makes no sense.
that's how I feel about that.
Artistic Delve series. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So this is a project, facilitated by Aquila O'Connor, AK.
Go that, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, facilitated by aka Aquila O'Connor. You know what I'm saying? She started this whole thing. She pitched it to me, and I was like, of course, I'm on board. And it's basically an artist development program. You know what I mean? We're going to be developing artists, helping them with project managing, with their brand, what they want to do with themselves in this music career. You know what I'm saying? And we're also going to be making a compilation album with the whole 6 months period.
Proper.
And then and then the end of the 6 months, or like around the 5th month, she's going to help you prepare for funding and grants. And you're going to apply for that and get your grants and stuff like that. But you got to go through the whole program and fill this whole workbook right here. You know what I'm saying? I've already started mine. You know what I mean? So it's like going to school for music.
Yeah.
Basically, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the teachers, and yeah, that's what we're doing. 6 months program, and it's kind of like what other programs in the city are doing, but it's more focused on the Black community, the urban community, and we want to help you with funding. That's the number one thing too. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get you those grants, but you gotta put in the work on yourself, and you gotta be serious and be down, and you got to deposit a little change to even be in the program.
Okay.
Because you're also paying for the studio time, you're paying the producers, the directors, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's only a little change, you know what I'm saying? That's just a deposit. And then, boom, 6 months, you do your work, you're going to get, what you put in, 100%.
That's so sick. Is this program backed by the government at this point?
No.
No? Everything is just out of pocket?
Out of pocket, independent, through AK. You know what I'm saying? She started this. She's a brilliant lady and a good person, you know what I'm saying? Educated. So she did this whole workbook all herself.
Jesus
You know what I mean? She did this whole thing all herself. So shout out to AK, you know what I'm saying? She's a dope person. I actually met her in the studio, Wizard Studio, with LTO there. You know, and that's what I met her that day, and we locked in since then, you know what I'm saying? So it's all funded for us from now. But eventually, we're going to get a little help too from the same grants that we're helping you get. You feel me? And then once the ball gets rolling, it's going to get bigger and bigger. You know what I'm saying? So right now we're just starting. We're on our second section. We're about to go on our third. And yeah, we're excited. New artists are coming. We have Scylla, Wizard. Shout out to Julius X, RJ, Star Zero, and a few more artists are coming through. And you got to start somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So we're just doing the baby steps right now. It's pretty dope. How
does an artist apply to something like ADS?
You just contact either me or her. I don't know if you could put her Instagram down. It's pretty long. Mine's Chillios Beatz, CHILLIOS BEATZ. Or you can link me on Twitter, Chills on the Beat, anywhere, Chills on the Beat, and just holler at us. And then we'll give you a one-on-one with AK. She talks to you and then tells you what the program is. You're still interested. We move on from there.
Is there an age limit?
Nope.
So you can be 60 years
years
old and say, you know what? I'm
Music's
gonna make
music,
an album.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like the internet gives a lot of people, changes a lot of people's lives. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what can happen. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't care about the age right now, to be honest with you.
What makes you guys different than the Remix Project?
Well, what makes us different is it's a black-owned company. You know what I mean? So it's me and her, two black people, and we also have Elite Touch. You know, so all three of us a black-owned company, and we're also going to help you with funding. Like that's the goal too. Like the grant is a part of the program. You know what I mean? I know they tell you about it, but I don't think they really directly help you and apply you. She's going to actually apply to the grant, but she needs you to fill this out. She needs the work. She needs all the information, and she needs to be in the loop for her to complete this. If you're not going to be in the loop and be in the program, you're not going to get the grant. So the work you put in, you will get it 100%. So Remix is kind of similar, you know, the develop and stuff like that, but we do all that, and we're going to help you with grants, and we do the graduation and all that, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think the thing that you guys do that caught my attention was the compilation CD.
Yeah.
I spoke to a lot of people that came out of Remix, and I always ask them, like, bro, why don't they ever do like some sort of graduation sort of CD or something? Because I know there's certain guys that I've known that been in the same class as Jessie Reyes. Look at her now.
And they don't have any songs with her.
And they don't have no songs with it, but you went to class with her. Like, how does that work? You got producers, you got rappers, you got singers, all in one thing, and you guys don't have a friggin' CD at the end of it to like showcase that, hey, this is what I've done?
Yeah, shout out to AK again with that brilliant idea, you know, to make a compilation album for this 6-month period. Every month we're gonna have a different song, and she provides the theme. I make the music, and then we tell them the artist, listen, guys, this is the theme. They don't have a they don't have a choice. Like this is we're not playing 10 beats. This is the beat. You know what I mean? And if you're really that good at being an artist, you're gonna come up with something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we have like 3-4 people on the song, and per session. So it's a whole compilation album that's going to be done by 6 months, and then we're going to fill that in, try to get some awards and Junos and all that stuff, and that's how it is. Like we're going to keep doing that.
I love it,
man. You know
man.
what I mean? So, because you guys are in the same room together, work with each other.
It only makes sense.
That's the part of developing as an artist. You got to learn how to be in a room full of other artists with different energy and different sounds and different whatever, and still hold your own, because that's what they do in America.
Exactly.
They do that in America, especially in Atlanta and stuff like that. They all collab and work together and be in the same studio. Exactly. In Toronto, it's not like that. We bring our own crew and that's it. And we send the songs and stuff like that. No, let's all work and bounce ideas off each other and make a full song and project off that. You know what I mean?
No, that's facts. That's facts. That's facts. I had one more question about this. I don't want to ask you about the price. I want them to hit you up and be like, how much it costs. What I am gonna say is, oh yes, I do remember the question. With the compilation being done within the 6 months, I guess it's an EP, so 6 songs.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan to have like a music video within the time frame, or is it just going to be the music?
We're gonna have music videos and everything. I kind of even know what singles I want to use, and that's where we're also gonna apply for a grant for the album. So we're gonna get a grant for that, and then we're gonna shoot videos. It's gonna be like my album, to be honest with you. I'm probably gonna be the one in the music videos with them, you know, like kind of like a DJ Khaled thing. But the difference is I'm actually making the beats, I'm actually in the studio, and I'm actually helping you guys create this project. So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be helping them, leading, and we're gonna have music videos. I'm gonna have a whole, rollout. You know, hopefully we can come back here. I'll bring AK with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we're gonna treat it like it's like a full out album. You know what I'm saying? So music videos, hopefully performances. And we're gonna have a release party too, and a listening party, all that stuff. So it's gonna be dope. Trust me.
Sounds dope.
Oh yeah.
2 more things before we get out of here.
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with ghost producers?
Ghost producers.
Like they claim Dr. Dre is the GOAT, but they say that a lot of people did his beats, not just Dre.
No. I don't have a problem with it.
No?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because as a producer myself, when I started making beats, I was making 10 beats a day. You know what I mean? Literally 10 beats a day, maybe even more. How long am I going to keep doing that? You know what I mean? 30, 40 years. You want to elevate as a producer. Sometimes you don't want to touch the keyboard and you just want to talk. That's what Quincy Jones used to do. You do the guitar, you do the drums, you do but he's still producing.
Yes, he is.
He's still orchestrating. So when they say Dr. Dre does that, he's definitely doing something. I don't believe he's just at home sleeping and they're making the beats. I don't believe that. I believe he's in the studio, but he's telling Scott Storch, do that, you do that, you do that. So that's still producing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they mean by gross producing. They don't mean like he's not. Some maybe other producers, or I don't know, but I know for a fact like Boy Wonder, Dr. Dre, certain producers have other producers who are good with the keys or good with that, and they use that and they're still producing. So you can't just, you're gonna get bored just making 10 beats a day. You're using your own ideas when you can try to see what he has, try to see what she has, try to see what, you know what I'm saying? So that's what they mean, and I don't have a problem with it. I want to get to that level where I'm not only using my music, you know, and I've actually done that sometimes. I've signed a couple producers back in the days, and I worked like that. I said, yo, you're good with the keys, you do that. You're good with the drums, you do that. Oh no, take that out. Or do that, add that in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what production is. It's not only making beats. It's all, you know, production. Just talking and bringing something to the table.
Yeah, it's pretty much just producing the record and making it sound
Dr.
right.
Dre has been here for so long. Do you really think he's going to be at home making 10 beats a day when he's so rich, when he has other producers who are hungry and young, and he can help them and then also put them on?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I don't have a problem with him at all.
No, that's you have a great point. To close this out, I need to hear 2 things from you. 3 things. I need to know who your top 3 producers, other than yourself, Canadian producers, top 3 Canadian producers, top 3 Canadian produced songs, and then give them your Instagram and all that once again and tell them what you have planned for the future.
Top 3 Canadian producers.
That's
all right.
first.
Murder Beats, my favorite song that he's produced.
No, that's separate.
Oh, that's separate.
Yeah.
Do the Murder Beats.
Mm-hmm.
Besides me, right?
Besides you.
Boy Wonder and Mega Man.
And where do you put your... Whoa, shout out to Mega... Yeah. Where is that guy?
I tell you, I know my shit,
Where is Mega Man?
I don't know where that guy is, but I seen him actually producing for a girl now. Like, I forgot her name, but he's still doing his thing.
Yo, this guy just brought back Mega Man. I haven't heard that name in so long.
Bro, he had that shit on, man. Trust me.
Yo.
He had those beats. I'm a big fan of Mega Man.
Yo,
you know
Mega Man was literally the best producer at one point.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Shout out to fucking Meg. I need you here, bro. Shout out to Mega Man, bro.
Yeah, real talk. So that's my top 3 right there.
You're onto something, man. You want some shit,
Trust me,
bro.
I know my shit, man. I do my homework. So what was the other
top 3 Canadian produced songs ever?
Okay. Gambo, produced by Wonder Girl, Pressa and YG. Love that beat.
She did Gamble?
Yeah.
Gamble with Gen Line 456? That one?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Wonder Girl did that?
YG, how does it go again? Say it again.
Is it play Gamble, YG? I want to hear it quickly.
It's a gamble. Something like Randall.
Play it. Loud. Skip it a bit.
You know what I'm saying? Hard.
That's Wonder Girl?
That's Wonder Girl.
You can hear it, so that has that Travis Scott feel.
Yeah, it's Wonder Girl. Me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Wonder
That's
Girl
cool.
song, yeah, as long as she on it. So I'll say that.
Yeah.
Dead Miana.
That was produced by
Murder Beats.
Dead Miana was produced by Murder Beats?
Yeah. Not Dead Miana. What's it called?
Novocaine. Yeah, that was produced.
That was.
Yeah. Press.
Yeah.
I just hit the record and you
Who else? Let me think. Uh, See, a lot of these guys hop on beats that's just like, American beats or some of the YouTube beats. So there's a lot of good songs, but they're not from Canadian producers. You mean like all time, or just?
Sure. You can give me a.
See, I don't even know if they're Canadian producers who produce that.
Who? Give me a name and I'll tell you. I might know.
What's that Jellystone record?
Which one?
When he's riding around Rexdale and stuff like that.
Well, money don't buy you happiness. Can you type in
who produced that?
Who produced
Jellystone? When I hear that song,
Jellystone?
that reminds me of my childhood.
Money don't buy happiness. I don't remember what the song is actually called.
Money don't buy me happiness.
But when I'm in alcohol, I don't even remember. I don't even know what he said, but I actually do know what he says. I heard, like, I read it, but I don't remember what he actually says.
Yeah, I feel you. Same here. But it's all about the music. I know when I hear that, it makes me think about back in the days.
You find it?
Is it gonna show you the producer though?
Did you Google search it? What did he say?
Anytime that I want.
But I get what I gonna get. Something when I put on.
Trying to think.
You find the producer or no? Okay, money can buy you happiness.
But happiest when I can buy what I want. That's sick.
But I'm happiest when I can buy what I want, get high whenever I want. Yeah, I think that's what he says. Okay, at the bottom it should say who produced it. At the very bottom of the Genius page, it should be like who produced or whatever. Yeah, nothing.
Wow.
What the hell?
See, that's kind of weird. They don't give producers love out here, man.
Yeah, they don't love the producers.
You know what?
I'll
give them a new one. I'll say Computers. Is DT Beatz Canadian?
Yes, he is.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I know DT Beatz made that beat.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He's that's my guy.
I'll give him that one then.
That's my guy. Computers is hard.
Hard.
You like all the new stuff, eh? You didn't even go back to like old time killing. You didn't go back to like.
I don't know if they're produced by Canadian producers.
Oh yeah, old time killing is definitely produced by Canadian. That's like Cardinal and like Socrates, right. Money or Love. Or...
Cardinal, one of the Cardinal joints I gotta give them. I don't know which one. The one where you can hear like that sound, like I don't know if you know that sound I'm talking about. It sounded
Cardinal?
It sounded like I don't know what sound that is, but it's a classic song that I used to hear on BT sometimes.
Bacardi slang.
Is that the one?
And he's like, you don't say not, I'm saying T that says you don't know. We don't say hey, that's the breaks. We say
Canadian?
I saw it go. Bacardi slang. Who produced Bacardi slang?
If that's produced by a Canadian, that's for sure like a top 3 song for sure, 100%.
Yeah, that's a good.
That song, this freaking song, and that beat.
Nothing yet. Differently still, you know. The truck getting ill, you know. Wrong, you might get killed. Yo, that's one of my favorite songs.
Nah,
all time.
That beat. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't believe a Canadian producer produced that.
You don't think a Canadian producer produced that? You'd be surprised.
Nah, I would be. So I ain't gonna lie to you, cause that shit hard.
Who we got?
That sound like some Pharrell shit to me.
Solitaire.
Look at that. Look at his face.
Wow. Fuck. That was. I did not expect that. Still.
You didn't think Solitaire made that?
Nah.
Me neither. Still, I wasn't expecting Solitaire. I was like a Socrates or. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You gotta put
brass monks or something. This guy said Solitaire. They're like, what?
Wow.
Yo, shout out to Solitaire still.
Solitaire, man.
I met him once. At his studio.
That's a dope beat, man.
Yeah.
That's the producer.
Even like his transition from rapper to producer, it's amazing too.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he has a great story. I want to talk to him one day.
Yeah, that's a must, man. That's a must.
What is the rest of 2025 looking like for Chills on the Beat, man?
You know what? I'm gonna be trying to grow my platform. So, I'm gonna be doing the ADS, of course, but I'm also gonna be trying to grow the Chills on the Beat brand. I'm gonna be making merch. You know what I'm saying? Because back then I used to make merch, but I used to make merch for like my albums. Now I just want to make merch for the brand. You know what I mean? I'm gonna grow my YouTube and start vlogging even more. Be more consistent. Drop at least week, every other day. I also made a new YouTube for my beats. I never used to release beats on the internet. Now I understand. It's a new game. These producers, everything's different. Just start doing it. So I'm growing my YouTube. So I have 2 YouTubes and I'm just dropping beats there, and I'm just trying to grow the brand, the platform, and just keep being consistent and just drop this music. You know what I'm saying? Just do what I do.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Man.
I want to
Just keep
wish you,
growing.
yeah, bro. I want to wish you good luck. Stay consistent.
Appreciate you.
Stay
Appreciate you
strong.
having
Stay
me here, bro.
solid. Take care of your family, man.
Thank you.
First and foremost, and everything will fall into place if you just have a good, clean heart. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
It's the Madnam Show. That is it. Big up to Chillios. Chills on the mother effing B.
Yep.
ADS. If y'all looking for some artist development, hit up Chills on the Beat for artist development, man.
AK, Akil O'Connor. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on the gram, Chillios Beatz. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me if you want beats, you want to work. Let's go. If you want to develop and grow your platform and grow as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Get some grants. Just holler at me or AK. The Instagram is going to be down here, or you can put it, you know what I'm saying? Or just follow me, I'm easy to contact. You know what I'm saying?
And just like that, I'm out.
Appreciate you,
That
big
was so
dog.
dope.